Hello, welcome to this new episode of Everyday DJ, episode 29, close to 30. Today we are going to discuss about something which is more around personal improvement and things like that. My own personal improvements, and I'm going to talk about it and hope you can take some pieces of knowledge or motivation or whatever to implement to your life because that's the goal. So I want to basically say that you have to start somewhere because and be patient. That's a big one. Because when you are like you want to improve to do things for myself that's a lot going to talk in public and being confident about it, saying the right things, but when you start to do that thing, or at least to try to do that thing, you realize that it's hard and that it won't come like that. You have to take the time to learn that thing because that's a skill, and everything takes time to learn. And the thing is to learn that you have to take the time to do that, and not wanting to have the thing right now and to be impatient because that's the quickest way to not having what you want at the end. Because when you want to go into in public and started to, I don't know, pitch some people to buy your thing, to 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 help people to get your point, to persuade some people, you need to be confident at talking in public. But that's a skill, and you may be good or not by nature. That's something that you need to learn, and that's like pretty much everything. You have to take the time to learn the thing before being like, okay, I know how to do that, because that's not true. And I also want to talk about an important point to dive more into the fact of that you need to be patient, because for me especially, I am a student and I'm starting to realize that school is not for me, or at least the theoretical side of school is not for me. I've realized that, and I'm starting to focusing more and more on what I want to do next school, after school, and before school, because I know it's the thing that I want to do and that I will do in the future. But you need to take some time out of your schedule and everything. But I'm doing that, and when you realize that, you pretty much like, okay, I want to do that thing now, but it's maybe not the right moment and you need to wait a bit. I am not asking you to stay in a situation that you know is not the right for you, but what I mean is to know and being being honest, of course. Being honest to try to know if it is the right time to do the thing or not. If you are too impatient or you are realistic. Because I know that I can quit now, but it will be hard to get some gig. I need to have more time to learn more basic things. And I'm willing to do those 2 years of school to do that, to learn the fact of being ease at talking in public, and to be more confident and to knowing more what I want to say when I'm talking in public. But it takes time, and I realize that I really need to acquire those skills. Being calm, not being calm, because when I'm talking about a subject that I love, I'm much more energetic. Right now at school, my energy level is like near to zero, and when I'm here, I'm much more higher. But I need to use that energy wisely, because as you may hear, sometimes I'm maybe more and like stressed and all like that, and I need to be calm, but having the energy to say the thing, and that's something I'm starting to learn. It takes time, but that's what I say, it takes time. And I can be like, okay, I know the thing, let's go, because I don't know them, and I need to take the time, and you need to take the time too. You need to take the time to learn the thing that you want to learn in order to get to where you want. And of course, you have to like and appreciate the process, Because if you don't, you won't go far. I promise you. Because if I wouldn't like the struggle a bit, I wouldn't do that freaking shit, because that's hard. But I mean, that's not hard, that's fucking hard. Like, hard in bold. And if you don't love doing that every day, if you don't have that hungriness, that willing to do the thing, you can't do that. You have to be committed to that thing, to thinking about it every day, and that it drives you crazy that you don't do that thing and that you don't breathe doing that thing. I'm not breathing because all the time. I'm only breathing when I'm doing that thing. Yeah? And honestly, before I was thinking about it a bit, but now I'm like, okay, I cannot think about anything else. Like, if I'm in my day, I may be thinking about my thing and how I can improve myself for doing the things aside of school. I'm maybe thinking like 90% of the time, honestly. I'm holding in that thing, holding. And you can't do the thing, I really believe that there is no easy and quick way to do the thing that you want. You have to work your face off. Literally, you have to work fucking hard. It takes time. It takes time. You have to do the sacrifices that you have to make sacrifice to get where you want and to do that thing. But those sacrifices may not seem like that painful for you because you know you will do that thing. But you have to be patient and knowing when it's time to do the thing. And being able to wait until it's time. Or maybe you will wait forever. But not waiting forever having no results. Maybe you will. What I mean is that it's always a game of waiting, because for me especially, I don't think I will ever reach the goal. But the journey will make me get to a point that I will have what I want, but I will always want more because I know how I am, and I will never stop because I'm always hungry. I want to have more. That's the goal. When you know you can do something, you want to do the next level and the next level, and it never stops. And I want to challenge myself to know what I'm capable of, but also trying to be better than myself. It takes time. You have to take the time and to be patient enough to do that thing. If you're not, you won't have the thing that you want. Success always comes to those who have the merit to get it. If you don't have the merit and you don't do the right thing, you may never have that thing. So you've got to do the right thing. And the right things, what are they? They are the things that are right for you. As simple as that. If you feel that's the right choice, that's maybe the right one you should do. So do what feels good for you, not for others, or not what is good looking. Do what is good for you, what you feel is the right choice. And maybe it won't. After some time, you may realize you should have done that thing. And that's great, because you will at least know that wasn't the right choice, and you will not be like, at 80, be like, I should have done that. You will know, and you can readjust because you have time. You have more time than you think. You have time. Yes, life is short, but life is not as short as you think. Right now, think about it. I'm 18. That's freaking young. Maybe you guys are 40, 35, I don't know, watching this video. I'm 18, and I've pretty much have at least 4 full new lives to live. That's incredible. I mean, I can do so much. But those are not like 5 or at least 4 or 5 new lives that will be the same, because I know more, I improve all the time, and I can do better each time. So you have time, but also You have to have that. I think that's a really interesting way to think. Now I'm gonna share with you guys. That's basically being like, I have time, but I'm should be quick. What I mean by that is not being like, okay guys, I have time, I can do this thing tomorrow. No, I don't mean that. What I mean is to realize that you have time so you can be patient and not being impatient and wanting to do things quick, because that's that will for sure lead you to a really nasty path. But being patient, but also realize that you have to be efficient in the short term. That you have to do the thing right now and not being like, okay, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. No, you have to do it right now. But understanding that you have time and you have to let time do its thing while you are going hard every day on the thing, you know. So be patient. You have the time to be patient. Just do. So this episode of Everyday DJ helped you in any way. I'm trying to get better and better so I can give you much better content each time. If you like this episode, please give a like and subscribe if you don't. And I see you on the next one. Bye.